Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. So since the last episode, I have, completed building out this second smelting line for iron. I added some additional mining drills on the iron patch. I also put in a 4-to-4 balancer, even though I'm only using 3 in and 3 out. So I think this is less than ideal. Probably not 100% throughput here. But at least we're getting balanced belts coming out, and then I have each of the 3 belts going to the 2 iron lines and the steel line. I also have split off some of the stone and ran it up here along where the copper would go and onto the bus. And I also ran the stone brick onto the bus as well up here. And then I made this beautiful little contraption to get them both put onto the same belt. And then that comes all the way down here where I'm not using the stone brick, but the stone itself is being used to make rail. And I already have a full chest of rail. I've got lots of signals, train stops. I also added some production of nanobots. So I'm making both the termite bots as well as the regular nanobots. So those have been plugging along happily. I decided not to inventory any repair packs. Since I'm not playing with biters, I'm not really going to need repair packs except when I run into something with my vehicle, which I'll probably do a lot, but I can always just handcraft repair packs here and there as they're needed. We've got pipes. And then we can't make stack inserters yet because we need red circuits for that. So this is kind of temporarily on hold. And here where the blue belts would go, I want to make loaders. But these are a little tricky. The loader takes steel, which is no problem. But then it also takes underground belts and fast inserters. And underground belts are made here, and fast inserters are made way over here. So I'm having to be a little bit creative here. So for the underground belts, I've put a second output inserter over here, and I'm bringing that over here. And then here, I'm going to take advantage of the adjustable inserters. So I'm going to hit Shift-E, and I'm going to tell it to pick up, instead of picking up here, I want it to pick up just above it. So I'm going to select that as the pickup position. And that way it'll pick up from this belt and insert there. Okay, and then I'm going to have to do something similar with the blue inserters. Let's see here. No. Yeah, this will work. Okay. So again, I'm going to pick up above. And then I'll put another inserter here, and I'm going to pick that one up from below. All right, those take 1 second each, so a yellow inserter on the output should be fine. And I'll just do a single stack of that one for now. Okay, so then we also have the filter mini loader, which is the same recipe but with filter inserters. I think filter mini loaders I'll just handcraft for now. If it gets to a point where I'm using lots of them, then we can do something different. Filter loaders are pretty nice because you can, well, they act like filter inserters, but so for example, you could have several different items going into a chest and then use a loader to only pull out one item. But in this playthrough, I can't see making a lot of those. So I'll just leave it like this for now. And then we'll also want fast loaders. And those require stack inserters. So we won't be able to make those until we have red circuits anyway. But I'll go ahead and research it. So the fast mini loader is to be used with red belts. Whereas these mini loaders are fast enough for yellow belts. There's a fast one for red belts, and then I assume that there's a blue one later on. Yeah, there's an express mini loader later on for blue belts. Okay, so I think this is going to give us pretty much everything that we need for the foreseeable future. All right, so I'm going to let this chug away. We've got plenty of circuits. We've got lots of iron, now that some of this stuff is caught up. I should probably let's start making red logistic components now as well. So I'll go ahead and put those inserters in there so that we can get started with those. We'll probably want to start using those before too much longer. Okay, so for today, I would like to get started moving towards red circuits. So red circuits require green circuits, copper cables, and plastic bars. The plastic bars require coal and petroleum gas. Okay, and petroleum gas comes from refining. So that'll be the first step. We'll need to get started with refining. So you probably noticed earlier I already placed the pump jacks on the 3 oil wells that we already have available to us. Let me extend this path downward. All right, and I think we can put, our refinery, our starting refinery over here on this side of the path. All right, so let's, oh, you know what? I should have grabbed pipes while I was over there. Yeah, I think we'll put the storage tank right there. Looks like they updated the graphics on that. That looks pretty good. Okay, fast mini loader is done. Again, we're still kind of restricted to red and green science. We could do another round of lab research speed, which would allow us to remove more labs. Logistic robots. Wouldn't hurt to have logistic robots. Solar and accumulators I'm not planning to use anytime soon. Well, we'll go ahead and research logistic robots. There might be a few cases where we want to use those early on. You know what, let's just get more nanobot range and speed. We'll do that first. That'll be of more immediate benefit to us. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to get pipes. All right, and to just make blue science, I'm going to need 2 refineries. which I can't make because I need stone brick. Alright, so let me grab some stone brick. I'll get it from down here. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2. And then I'm going to need 2 chemical plants for the plastic. And I should make 3 more storage tanks. I also want to make pumps. And for the pumps, I'm going to need engines. Now, I think eventually I will probably have a dedicated engine production layout. But for now, I'll set up... No, let's do it up here. I'll set up something that can make a few engines for us ad hoc that I can use for pumps and, you know, my first few trains and so forth. Alright, so that's going to use steel. It's going to use gears. And it also needs pipes. Let's see, pipe. There it is. Okay, yeah, actually, slow inserter ought to be good enough since these take 10 seconds to make. Oops. I think I'm out of wooden chests. Oh, no, I'm not. There we go. And I'll just limit that to 1 stack of engines. Alright, and that allows me to make my first pump. And there's my second pump. Okay. Yeah, let's grab pipes. Okay, so I've got 100 underground and 200 straight ones. That ought to be enough to do what we need to do. Now to start with, we're going to have to use the... Whoops. We're going to have to use the basic refining recipe because the advanced refining requires blue science, which we don't have yet. So you kind of always have to start with basic. Alright, and this is a simple matter of doing that, and then we'll start pumping into the tanks. I'm going to use up some of these old power poles of mine. Okay, and then I'll put a pump on the output side. Let's see. I think normally I put pipes down there. Okay, and nanobot speed. Okay, so that's where we'll do our refining, at least here in the starter base. I will need to get some power brought over. Let me see something here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's put in our 2 refineries. I'll put one there and the other one there. And I think that's in the right position for when we upgrade as well. When we upgrade to advanced, then one of these is going to be water. And I think it's this one that's going to be water. And if I didn't guess right, then we'll have to rearrange things a little bit, but that's not a big deal. Okay. We'll throw in a few lights. There we go. And then we set the recipe to basic oil. That's the only recipe we can do right now. All right. And then I don't have the recipes for cracking yet. So for now, I'm just going to put the heavy and light oil into storage tanks. And then once we have the recipes we need to process those, then we'll do so. All right. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, whoops. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, and 1. That way we can connect these together like that and get our fluids all in the same place. And how should we arrange our storage tanks? That looks good. Okay. So now we're making petroleum and oil. And this is where I want to have more pumps. So I'm going to, well, for now I only need the pump for the petroleum since that's the only thing that I have a use for right now. Nice. We can just barely reach it. Okay, and this holds 25,000, so I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to make 5 Nixie tubes so that we can monitor our supply of petroleum. All right, and I should only have to connect this to the least significant digit, which is that one, and set that to petroleum. There we go. All right. Now we need to make some plastic. And again, for the, just to make the blue science on this base, 2 chemical plants will be enough for the plastic that we need for our red circuits. Okay, nanobots are done. We don't have a lot of options. Let's do lab research speed. Okay, so here we're going to be making plastic. And these require petroleum and coal. So the petroleum I've got already. All right, now I just need to bring in some coal. And that should be fairly easy. I'll just bring the belt directly across from over here. How many mining drills have I got? I've got some burner miner drills, which I am going to eliminate. Let's see if there's anything else that I don't want anymore. So that's why even in a game like this, I'm going to keep my pistol. So I can blow stuff up when I need to. Alright, so I'll probably need more than one mining drill. Let's see. And I might have iron. How many belts do I have? I should have enough belts, at least for the coal. Alright, so let me go up to my iron supply. We'll grab a few stacks. No, I want to go over here. All right, good job. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now lab research speed is done. So let's check our lab bonus. So now it's research speed plus 50. So we started off with 45 labs required. And now that we research 50% faster, we don't need half as many. We need 45 divided by 1.5, so that's our new speed, 30. Okay, so now we only need 30 labs. Let's go take care of that real quick before I forget. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't run into any of that. All right, so here I've got 18 per side, and now we only need 15. So I can remove 3 more labs on each side. All right, and then I hit Shift C, get rid of those science packs. Good, and we just reduced our power requirements by a little bit. And let's do more research. I guess we'll start doing... We'll unlock the modules. Okay. So I should have enough drills now to cover us here. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what I'll do is we'll do that so that we have a balanced belt. Okay, speed module's done. We'll do productivity. Let's see. All right. And these need 1 per second. Crafting speed of 1.25. Okay. Yeah, basic inserter on the input is fast enough. Productivity is done. Let's do efficiency. Okay. And now we are making plastic. And on the output, we actually need fast inserters. And I'm going to make this one insert onto the near side. So we have a balance belt of plastic. Okay, good. What else can we do? There's not a lot else we can do, to be quite honest. I don't think I need any of those ammunition upgrades. They don't appear to be prereqs for anything. Military, obviously I'm going to need. That feeds a lot of things. I'm not going to need... Yeah, I don't think I need any of the damage upgrades. So let's go ahead and do military 2. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to say enable auto research for anything that uses red and green science. This is new. I haven't seen this yet. Research strategy. Fast. Prioritize texts that take the least time to finish. Cheap. Least amount of ingredients. Random. Expensive. Or slow. Okay, that's interesting. Deprioritize infinite tech. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like this is going to do all my damage upgrades, but I guess it's not a big deal. That way we'll get everything done, and we won't have to look at incomplete stuff that we can do on the queue all the time. Okay. So I've got circuits here. Coal. I'm just trying to see where I can put plastic onto the bus. I think I could put plastic right here and then use this belt for red circuits, since I'm not going to need all 4 belts for green circuits anymore. Right? Okay. All right, no, I can't do that. Yeah, I didn't really leave any room for me to route stuff up to the top, unfortunately. I moved that too far over. Okay, well, I'll bring it up here on this side and then come over. All right, and here we were planning for 8 belts. 1, 2, so we can do it here. One, two. Okay, and I need more belts. Get rid of these extra labs. Okay. All right, so let's save. I'll save space for the belt for coal. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Bring the plastic up to here. Then we can remove that. Okay. So this is where plastic will travel down the bus. It's going to need to go a fairly long way. Okay, so next time we will set up red circuit production. Enough for the blue science plus some extra items here in the hardware store. And at that point, we'll be able to do some of the blue science research we need. We can make our first batch of construction bots, and then we can start putting the rail system together. So thanks a lot for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.